Hello, this is Julie from stampingjulie.com, and today I want to show you how to make this printable on my digital studios. So let's get started. You can see it here on the screen, but I'm going to create a new page. This is a blank 8.5 by 11 canvas, and the first thing that I want to do is I want to add my background color, and in this case I am going to use the color let's see if I can find it, bordering blue. That's the color I'm going to use today. And then I'm going to this is a really simple project. It's just about adding text and different fonts. So we're going to take this box and resize it for the text that we want. And we will start out with, if it's going to be cold. Well, all we want is if it's going to be, right? And the trick to using text in on these printables is to do it each line, and sometimes even each letter, a different line and a different text box, I should say. So we're going to make this, we're going to use the ballpark font at 72, and you'll play with this. I already know what size I want it, so it's a little easier, but as you create your own, you'll just play with it and make it the way you want it. I'm going to line this center, and then I can move this on the page the way I want it. Now what I would suggest is sometimes you can take this box all the way out to the edges, so that when you center the text within that box, it's going to be centered on your page. The next thing that we want to do is change the color of the font, and we're going to use the white. Okay, so it's just that simple to do that. We're going to create 3 more text boxes. The next one will say cold, and I'm going to do that in all caps. And here again, I know what the text is that I want to use. It's called Beebus. It's a big blocky text, and I'm actually going to do this at 200. So that's pretty good size. And see, because it is a separate block from the other one, it's very easy to just move it as close as you want to the other font without having to worry about your space lines. We want to center that in the box and recolor. Okay, I'm going to add the next 2 lines doing the same thing. Okay, here's another trick. When you get this all on the page, you can hit your control key and select each text box, and then you can move it as a group up and down the page to center it the way you want, once you get it where you want it in relation to each other. The next thing that I did was I added a snowflake, and the easiest way to do that is when you want to add an element is to go down to this search box down here and search snowflake. Okay, and this is the snowflake that I chose, is the lemonade stand. This is from the celebration disc, but you could choose any of those, and I inserted 3. So I just hit that insert button 3 times, and then I can take my snowflakes and I can move them where I want. So I had one here and one down here and one over here approximately. Then you can resize these the way you want them, and you can also recolor them. So you want to vary the size a little bit. You might want to make this one a little bigger and then make the others a little smaller. It's just preference. And then you want to recolor them, and I recolored them to Sahara sand. So we're going to change the color by selecting each of them, and we can hold the control key to do this at the same time, since I'm going to change those colors all to the same color, which is Sahara sand. Okay, once I've saved the color, that's all there is to it, and it's done. You can make some other changes to it if you'd like, but this is the simple printable that I made this week. You can get a copy off of my website, stampingjulie.com. Be sure and stop by and visit for other tutorials on how to use my digital studio. Bye.